face. Need you more when you go, I need you more every day. Keep a foot on the brake in case I lose all control. Yeah, so baby, don't lose control. I'm focused on you, baby. Lately you've been in my aim. I've been reaching out for you and still they're so far away. Looking through the smoke in the mirror. Crazy how I see you so clear. Crazy how I see you so clear. And how you make me smile. And how you make me smile. Oh yeah. And how you make me smile. Oh baby, how you make me smile. Smile more when I see you. Smile less when I miss you. No, I don't wanna be left alone. Oh no. Smile more when you come back. Smile more when I see you. Smile more when the sun shines bright. Believe me, I need you. Smile more when you blow me up. Smile more when I see your face. Smile more when I feel love. Smile less when I need to let go. Let go. Smile less when I let go. You know I won't fall. Smile more when I see you. Smile less when I miss you. I don't wanna be left alone. No, leave me here alone.
Hadouken!
Hello everybody, welcome to another stream today. Today we're back with more City Skyline and I'm very excited to bring you more industry and more traffic circles together. Now, exciting update on my end. Since our last City Skyline stream, I believe we have a complete audio overhaul right now, which is actually very, very, very exciting. Hot new mic fresh out the kitchen. I also believe as of Sunday's stream, did I have the new soundboard working on the last City stream or not? I know we had it for Tuesday and Monday. Maybe I didn't actually have it going right there. So I'm very, very, very excited about this. That let me like very elegantly like fade out the game there. Why are you baking mics? That's actually how they work, how they form. Not a lot of people know this, but you actually need to let your microphone sit and proof, and then when you put it in the oven, it'll rise, and that's actually how you get like a lot of the noise canceling and dampening to make everything balanced. A lot of people incorrectly assume you have to pad your room, but actually what it is just leave it in the oven and let it rise and bake evenly, and then you'll have really great audio for everyone to listen to. That's a lie. That whole thing was a lie. But I hope it sounds great. I want to give a huge shout out to the mod team for helping me out in this. In particular, Lonely Tex and Reverend. I have two mods with Tex in them that kind of throws me off. Tex and Reverend spent like 3 days in Discord calls with me as I like hid behind my computer and he read me out Reboot. So I had to update my BIOS for this. I'm going to tell, oh God, okay. All right. Hello everybody and welcome to Storytime with Serge. We'll get to the game eventually, I promise you. All right, so a couple of things. One, the soundboard had some massive technical issues, which really, really, really bothered me. And one of the technical issues that was super, super hard to solve was every time I listened to my own audio, it would skip. But the audio going through to the stream was fine. So it would be fine for you, but if I wanted to listen to music and if I wanted to use it to listen to Discord calls or any other call, it was awful and I couldn't hear anything. Which, considering how much live coverage I've been doing for Channel Fireball and I need to work well with others, was just a no-go. So we figured out that it was a BIOS upgrade issue. And if you've never done that before, BIOS is like very, 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 very low level upgrade stuff, which means you can't just be like, oh, I want to right click update drivers and make this work. So it involved downloading the BIOS update. How did you even figure that out? A lot of trial and error. And like getting through like tech posts and all kinds of garbage. So I downloaded the BIOS update. I put it onto the flash drive, and Texan Reverend, who's an angel, was very patient with me. We found out that my motherboard has a special BIOS input into the back. And then there's like special lights and special reboot buttons that lets me actually refresh, or that lets me reinstall BIOS directly that way. But I kid you not, it actually involved me being like under my computer and Texan Reverend being like, okay, now insert the USB stick in 3, 2, 1. Good. Now depress the following button in the order. Good. You should wait for it to flash. 3, 2, 1. Okay, now take your finger off the button, and if it's flashing, it works, and if it doesn't flash, then we have a problem. Now, I have an embarrassing story to share with all of you. So it didn't work, and we're like, well, that's not good. This is really, really bad. I wonder what's happening right now. So we looked through the notes, and I downloaded the motherboard BIOS update for... Now, let me bring this up specifically. It was like Republic of Gaming. What is my motherboard? Do I have it written down anywhere? This is very important. This is a very important and pivotal part of the story here. Please hold. Hold. Okay. Republic of Gaming Crosshair 8 Hero Wi-Fi is what I thought I had. So I'm going to post that into chat right there. You see ROG Crosshair 8, Roman numeral for 8, which is right there, right? Now, I didn't brick my computer because luckily it was smart enough to not rename anything. Guess which motherboard I actually have. And I'm going to post it. I'm going to post it into chat too. I have the Republic of Gaming 7. Turns out there's an extra I between those Roman numerals. I was actually off by 1 with my motherboard. Who even uses Roman numerals? How? How? I don't know. Like, So it was very embarrassing, and we all had a good laugh, and then we managed to install the correct BIOS update. It fixed the soundboard, and now I have a new microphone. They helped me with everything there, and this is great, and I'm very, 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 very excited to play around with this new soundboard, and thank you very much to the mods for all their help. Some people in chat having a good laugh on my behalf. Oh, another thing we've managed to fix. Check this out. Hi, this is a mic check. I'm going to be talking at this volume, and I'm going to switch between the scenes, and now they should all sound the same, which is amazing. Also, shout out to the mods for helping me. Yeah, exactly the same. Yeah, we finally fixed that as well. And what was causing that issue? Okay, all right. Okay, I actually have to bring OBS down. You're going to see infinite OBS for a second here. So, I mean, let me do a little behind the scenes on how OBS and stuff works. So with my new soundboard, you'll see where I'm clicking right now. I have one soundboard input, and that handles all of my audio. So you can see when I'm talking, it's there, but you'll also see if I don't talk, it has game audio. So what it does is it takes all of the input So the game input, music input, my audio input, and puts it into the board, and then the board outputs it into one place, and it compiles all of that. Now, the other thing that I do to make camera stuff better, and give me half a second here. Actually, I don't know if you'll see it. My camera is actually me importing another scene. So if we go down here, I'm going to click to the side. You'll see now I'm just a floating camera. I use this so that if I ever want to do something that involves like putting numbers above it, I don't have to move everything all at the same time. I actually just construct this scene by itself, and then I import all of this so that when I go back to the game view and I want to move anything, I can actually just drag this and it'll move anything. So if I want to like embed a number above it, that's great. Now, you say that's smart, but because I want to talk in the camera scene, I actually put the soundboard in that scene. And because I imported the entire scene, it was actually also importing the audio with it, which is why the game, it wasn't that the booth was quieter, it's that every time we went to a game view and I was importing this box, it also brought in a secondary audio source. So it was actually just slightly amplifying itself. How cool is that? How cool is that? All right. So that's a lot of like behind the scenes tech stuff. I'm really excited. I mean, I get really excited over everything anyways, but like I have a new microphone, it works. I have a new soundboard, it works. All the scenes have been tweaked because the mods are angels and they spent 40 minutes with me in a call last night. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. Spiky Spaghetti says, I have almost the exact same system. Nice. Did my microphone break? No, I just wanted an upgrade. I mean, it was my birthday present to me. I'm so happy. So let's talk about our city. Welcome to the city of Fish Gang. Fish Gang, Fish Gang, Fish Gang. And yeah, and a lot of people were very generous around the birthday as well. That also made the purchase a lot easier, so I appreciate that. Yeah, it was my birthday on April 10th. And, you know, chat's been trying pretty hard to break me, and it worked. Needs more fish. How dare you? So we have our fishing industry right here, our fishing harbor. And the reason we started this new playthrough is because we need a hovermere emote? Oh, God. Maybe. But the reason we started this new playthrough is because a new fishing DLC came out. And I was like, this is fantastic. I can't wait to keep going in all of this. And then I started playing, around with industry and some stuff like that. And between streams 1 and streams 2, Barber Black Sheep was like, you'd look like you'd have more fun if you had more DLC. And they very generously, again, talking about birthday and breaking me, purchased the Industries DLC as well as the Parklife DLC on my behalf, which was very generous. So now instead of spending a bunch of time just doing Fish Gang stuff, we actually spent almost the entirety of last stream making this tree fitty woodland industrial park. And this is so cool. So vanilla industry, you just like put down some squares, easy peasy lemon squeezy, and you're done. But for the industries, you actually lay down individual buildings and you make produce, that you make a product that then gets filtered and produced and has exports and stuff like that. And like this whole area is all just our tree industry, which is amazing. And it's going to let things spread in a way that I'm really excited about, because I think one of my complaints I've had in cities is you tend to really build very clustered all in one particular area. There's not really a lot of reason. You're like, I could make suburbs, but that sucks for traffic, so I'll just make all dense living. And this is really making you spread, which I love. The last stream, which was Sunday, which was stream 2, we made some pretty big changes. So we still have Dan Park in the middle, but we extended our free... What the... Oh, that's really funny. Sorry. There's this policy was on my freeway, so I thought there was like a tree glitching through it, but it's actually just that. I digress. So we made this freeway that extends all the way through and connects down here, which is great. We've created a new industrial area over here, which is going to be for pollution. It's not for pollution. It's not like yes, we're going to deliberately pollute, but in cities, some of your industries, some of your commercial buildings will get mad at you if you don't produce products that they can sell. And those products are actually made in basic industry unless you can find other ways to work around it. I haven't dug really deep into the industry's DLC. So we had to make this area to keep up with the product demand for our commercial area, our blue. We needed more yellow for our blue. Having second Easter. Good to see you, Fern Sarma. No worries. Oh, wonderful Glory. Thank you very much for 16 months of support. What a wonderful day in this glorious city. Yeah, thank you. Let's do a quick just view from above so you can get an idea of what we're building right now. So we have suburbs around Dan Park. We have suburbs on the north here. One of the things we've done is we're making like more high density apartments to look out over the water, just because I love the aesthetics of that. And then we've made a little commercial area right here. And you can't quite see the names. I wonder if we can, is there a way to get more contrast on that? Because that's quite dark. But we have the Party-ninsula. So this is a leisure district down at the end here. Is this a leisure district? It should be. Yeah, this is the leisure district. And then into the back of it, we have the after party district. Oh, which we actually haven't even zoned yet. Praise Dan. Have you tried combining the blue and yellow to make a Blello district? I have not, Oddmeg. Welcome, Skyotonic. What are we doing with the other island on the north end? What are we doing with the other island on the north end? Oh, that! I don't know. I don't really have a plan for that yet. Our plan is to turn Bunker Island into our University Island, which would be pretty interesting. We have our university right here, and I'd love at some point in today's stream to make a road access and maybe even blimp access to this. And one of the other major things that we got done last stream was a very beginner subway system, and I'd love to spend some time actually connecting that to a lot of the jobs over here and over here. And our ridership is already great. Our ridership is already at 600, despite it only being this very small section. We could probably make it better and better and better. But maybe, now that we have $500,000 redues, maybe the first thing we should actually do to start everything off is turn Dan Park into an actual park. Now, the way to do that is with the new Parklife expansion, and I've never played with any of these tools, so I'm excited to see how this works. Because I believe... So in the vanilla game, if you want a park, you make park, you place park, but you can't just zone a green space to be a park. And it'd be amazing if this could actually be a park, because parks, of course, play an important role in happiness and increasing land value, and increasing land value increases your tax revenue, and tax revenue lets you build more city. And it's all about building more city. Leave the small island as some kind of burb sanctuary. Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet. I mean, you know what we could do?
This just seems like an accident waiting to happen.
Joe is mentioning that I probably shouldn't have my water glass immediately next to my soundboard. And I think that's fair. All right, hello everybody. And say welcome Burb Island. Yo, thanks too much. With that quarter year of support, thank you so much. 25 months, such beautiful symmetry. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome, Burb Island. The quarter year, yes, years are metric in Canadian. Knock it over, get an upgrade. But doctor, I just got an upgrade. All right. So I wonder what the steps are here. Let's play around with this and learn if we can't make ourselves a park friend. Also, I should save the game now that we have an island. Welcome to Backlup. Yes, my love?
Just checking to make sure your lights are on.
What does that mean? Am I dark?
Just seems a little dark on one side. It's okay. It's all good. All good.
I'm now more visible. Extra visible surge. Okay, so other parks. Ooh, what are you? Basketball court? Tennis court? Wow. We should definitely have some of those in the burbs. I'm also amused with Dan Park. There's a large, very central roundabout loop here in Toronto which houses the Daniels building. Really? Teased your husband Dan about it? And now all these praise Dans, how big will his head get? Yeah, that's, that's fair. That's tough but fair. So if I wanted to make this whole thing a park, how do I do this? Do I have to surround it in fences? How park? So I see amusement fence parks. Okay, what is this? Who is Dan and why do we praise them? Dan was our spiritual leader in the Stellaris playthrough, and we were very happy to welcome our fearless leader until it turns out they were super racist, and then we had to get rid of them. You need to draw a park district first. Oh. 3 4/5. Thank you very much for gifting a sub to Migratory Birds. They're on their way to Burb Island right now. You need to create a park zone. Okay, now do I just do that with this? Residential specialization, office specialization, commercial, industrial. Oh, look at this. Paint park area. All right, so the park is going to be the central portion of the road. And then once again, behold my ability to draw a perfect circle. Wait, did I just... Oh, God. I've made a terrible mistake. I've made 2 overlapping parks. Let's try this again. Come on, Serge. You're literally drawing inside the lines. This shouldn't be as difficult as you're making it out to be. Wait, there we go. It's perfect. It's perfect. This is our precious round child. And now instead of Myrtle Hill, we actually named this Dan Park. And then what we can probably do there is get rid of this. Oh, Dan Park is also a community. I think I don't care. What does this community have that's different from other things? Nothing much. I think we can just leave it. But then you have Dan Park layered. Like, I don't like the double there, right? Yeah, let's just get rid of this. We'll keep the park. We don't need the Dan Park community anymore. If you leave it, it's double parked. Okay, we have a park. This is great. Policies. Ooh. Main park? What is this? Mark the park as the main attraction in the city to make it more attractive to tourists. If you have several parks with this policy active, they are equally attractive. This is obviously our main park. Fine for fireworks? Probably not in Dan Park. Celebrate? Wait. Firework every night? Wow. Night tours, even more fun. Amusement park buildings are maintained super well. I don't know if we care about that. Recycle garbage. The nature reserve buildings have a separate container for biodegradable garbage and handles the garbage of the park's grounds. Decreases garbage accumulation by 20%. Sure. Now, I should probably make this park area a little bit bigger. So if I do it right up to the... Wait, hold on a second here. Nobody's supposed to live here. So let's get rid of these houses. They're too close. They're too close to the park, right? All right, so let's go back to this now. And then with our very careful tool, we should be able to make this round blob into a perfect square. Look at that, Mike Discipline manages to hit. What a pro, manages to hit the mute button and not just sneeze directly into everyone's soul. The power of the new soundboard, chat. All right, so now that this perfect square exists, what I should be able to do is, because I saw under the tools, I should be able to add some like park maintenance buildings, right? What are you? Park maintenance building is a facility where the park maintenance vehicles are stored and maintained. The park maintenance vehicles travel around the city to boost the parks. Oh, I don't actually have to make this in the area. Oh my God, that's enormous. I can just put it over here in our random industrial area, right? I could just put it right here. Or I probably want it a little bit closer to the parks. Do you think it makes sense to have the park maintenance vehicles maybe in this like residential area a bit here? I mean, actually suburbs can go that whole way. You want it close enough to offer coverage. Oh, that's good to know. Coverage. Oh, cool. From this view, you can actually see the parks too. All right. Yeah. So we're going to put it here. How much noise does it produce? Zero pollution, zero noise pollution. There's literally no downside. Well, that's not entirely true ever, but okay. So like many services, you can see the area it covers when you put it down. So this is a pretty central location. It's going to be able to service Dance Park. Maybe not these three as much. What if it was up here? Not a great location. Yeah, whatever. Let's just put it here. This is fine. How far can we go over before it's bad? Like, it can go here and still service basically all of our parks. And then it's on the industrial area. Yeah, let's do that. All right. Now, that... Did that not play any music? How loud is the game volume for all of you friends? I just turned that up quite a bit. All right, so that power should just work. You can barely hear it. All right, let's turn it up a little bit more. How's that now? All right, I just realized I had it very low, and I apologize for that. All right, let me, like, here. Let me do a little sound check. That's good there. It now exists, but is still quiet. All right, let's give me another, like, 20% then. That sounds great. Okay, well, then let me turn it down just a little bit more. Okay. All right. So we now have parks maintenance. This facility where the park maintenance vehicles are stored and maintained. Great. It was good where it was. I can fix that. 50! What's up, friend? Thank you for 15 months. I appreciate it. Okay, next order of business. Is there anything cool I want to put inside of this? Like, what are you? Nature Reserve Main Gate. The main gate connects the park to an area network for easier access and maintenance. Main gate also allows tickets to be sold. There can only be one park gate. I don't know if I care about that. Small nature reserve gate. No. Animals. Small zoo? Wow. What is this? Amusement park gate? Is it powered? Well, this isn't... Yeah, it will be. Don't look at the complaining bits. Look instead of the yellow coverage. It'll update once we unpause the game, so that's fine. A roller coaster representing the roller coaster of emotions. That was Dan. I just like the idea of this being a chill park. This doesn't necessarily need to be a party park. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I just want people to come in here and treat this as a park. And I think that's all I needed to do. Like, it now exists. It's huge. Shows the maintenance level. Okay, like, I think this is all we need to do, right? We can make a party complaint later on. Or party, sorry. We can make a party park later on. All right, the next thing we need to do is start figuring out where our next commercial area is going to be. And that means it might be about time for us to jump across the water over to here. And I think this is where we're going to want our downtown core to be. So we're going to do like probably office buildings here and maybe we'll start with the office buildings here, or pardon me, the dense commercial buildings here and offices on this side overlooking the water. We could probably have offices all along the water right here as well. And then this can be more suburbs. Actually, out of curiosity, do I have any industry down here that I want to maybe change my plans for? So, you know, if it turns out I need oil, which I might actually for the purposes of this game. So no oil anywhere we're looking. We might make it, oh wow, lot up there. Lot up there. We have ore here. Ore and oil over there. If we get into, oh, what's more interesting to you, chat? The farm overlooking the gentle cluster of stench, or Farm Island? Because we can make Farm Island. Winky face. I don't know what that means. Oil down south as well. Yeah, the densest oil we're looking at is right here. Farm Island? Yeah. Like Yoda said, a park isn't a park until you place a gate. Is that true? All right, everyone loves the idea of farm island, and I mean, nothing says agriculture like islands, right? Am I right? Look at that. Okay, so if we wanted to, it looks like industry is, oh wow. Yeah, we built our downtown suburbs right over a giant oil thing, and we're definitely not gonna, like, no drilling for oil in the middle of the suburbs or anything, but we might check that out later. My reason for actually wanting to get into those industries this playthrough is the industries DLC lets you combine the byproducts of various industries together for high-level manufacturing, which is actually really cool. Is our body fresh water? I don't know, Contingent Cat. I think it attaches to the sea. And if we talk about fishes, anchovy and shellfish would likely imply that this is all salt water. Do we have tuna anywhere? No. Doesn't look like we have tuna anywhere. Oh, tuna right there. Okay, so the first thing we're going to want to do is make ourselves an on-off ramp. I think after all this introduction, we actually want to start playing. You know, we've been talking a lot this whole time, but now we're actually going to play the game. All right, and we're going to start the game the only way I know how. That's right, it's time for more traffic circles, and everybody laughed. I'm wondering if I could actually copy and paste this, but I think the way the road bends, that's just not going to work for me. So I'm just going to do it by hand. Wait a second. Oh, crap. I want to ensure that my road grids are the same. $80? $80 doesn't seem right. Don't I want 180? That is a straight line, right? One way to tell is to... Yes, that is a perfectly straight line there. I'm using the side of my screen as like a measuring stick. Okay, so then what we're going to do is like put that industry back, right? So apologies, sorry. Oh, that didn't really actually harm much of anything. I just wanted that so that when I go to make parallel lines here, that they'll be in the correct position, right? Vitally important. Okay, now what we can do is we can actually get rid of the majority of this road. We had road anarchy on, if anyone was wondering how I was able to do that so perfectly. And that did cost me, I don't know, probably like $30,000 to get... Oh, I got a refund for most of it. That's exciting. It did cost me some serious dollary dues. But, you know, so it goes. All right, now I want a traffic circle to be... Stop it. I've been told turn off snapping when I do that. So toggle snapping off. And then I should just be able to make the road I want. You're embarrassing me. All right, node snapping off. Okay, I want this to be 90%. Whatever, close enough. Now we can turn snapping back on, and we want to put a traffic circle here. Bam! It's perfect. Let's get rid of that little nubbin of a road. And finally, that should be all we need and the very beginning for this traffic circle. This traffic circle about. Speaking of industries, I recommend a mid-sized warehouse in downtown and set it with the luxury end so people don't complain. Do people complain about not having luxury goods? Is there a mod to get rulers in the game? Oh, probably. I am not leveraging mods as much as I could be in this game. I know that for a fact. Is there a place that lists the mods I'm running? I mean, currently Discord. I think there might be a chat command that's a little bit helpful, but I was more like, because mods scale so much larger than a text document does, it's not really great for a, like, that's not exhaustive. That's sort of the main ones we have. Oh, we have lots of room so far. Let's go a little bit steeper here. We got room before everyone wants to move in to this area, right? Love it. Perfect. And this was some of the advice I had last time, was make these on-off ramps longer, and then they'll look a lot more natural. All right, so here we have the ability for our humble townsfolk of Fish Gang, to get in and out easily. So that's working there pretty good. How are we doing for power? Power is fine. How are we doing power related to budget? Okay, we've got some upper capacity there. How are we doing for water? I like to take a look at water and power before we do a major expansion to make sure that you don't have to panic and readjust things afterwards. The top right is too wide. It's not perfectly symmetrical, but I don't mind the bend there. But you know what? We can make it better. And I think the way we want to make it better is actually to make the left side a little bit wider. And then we could probably bring that in just a little bit there. How's that? Now, I like for these, they don't have to be perfectly symmetrical. They want to be related, but it's okay if they have slightly different curves. Which mods make roads better? Of all the mods I have, I feel like 80% of them are road related. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I think that intersection looks fantastic. And now, before it gets too much bigger, and before we know we have to replace it, I'm going to just make these access roads right now, especially on this side, 4-lane. Because this is going to be a tremendously important commercial district. Now, we're probably also going to want like a main road that leads, let's say, to about here. And we're going to want to put a reasonably sized traffic circle sort of in the center there. And that's going to be the heart of things. What is, I've never clicked this before. Elevation step? Weird. Now, if we were going to put a harbor for tourists or anyone, I think this is where it's going to be. And this is also an excellent opportunity for us to maybe consider like inner harbor things, boats as a means of travel for the downtown there. Now, let's start making ourselves some coastal roads here. We want to leave enough room that buildings can build between us and the coast, right? Oh, actually, hold on. I don't like how that connects. Because what we can do here instead is we can actually go right under the freeway, right? Yeah, good, good. This is for all the people out there teasing me for making grids all the time. I can make not straight roads. And then this is likely also going to be a traffic circle. Oh yeah, let's just have it end in a traffic circle. Great idea. Perfect. Okay. And then now we want to continue this along the coast as well. So one of the things I'm looking to do is you can see off the side of the road, there's sort of a wedge that shows how much coverage access there is. And I'm trying to make sure that we cover right up to the beach with that. All right, if we go here, I think I can just do like a right angle and then connect perfectly. Bam! Look at that, friends. Look at that. All right, to facilitate an efficient flow of traffic, I want to have as few roads coming off of this main road as possible. So people can get in and get out quickly instead of stopping there. So a lot of the intersections we're probably going to want one off of here on either side. I like it kind of intersecting there with that down point. Nice. And then a lot of the crossroads are going to come in here, and then they're going to be like little grids, and they're going to jump back. Shoot, that didn't quite work the way I wanted it to. That was so close. I just kind of freestyled that, and I'm sad it didn't work out. There we go. Like this. And then we can have another like cool little road there. Eh? Love it! What are my plans to deal with coastal erosion? I hope that's not in the game. Ferries? Mr. Vancouver Island, look. There's the joke that like the first character you ever make in D&D is just yourself, and apparently you just try and build your home in this game. I don't like how this worked out. So what can I do to make this shape more interesting? Like maybe I just bring it out a bit and then intersect here? But that makes a nightmare intersection there. Whatever, we'll put like a park or something there. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. There's all kinds of roads in downtowns that don't go anywhere, right? Why are you like this? Oh, actually, we're going to put there. We have all kinds of like giant fancy buildings that want a home but don't have a home. And we have so many hundreds of thousands of dollary dues that we should probably spend some of these. The Statue of Wealth, for example, could be the park that goes there. We have these ginormous downtown buildings. Like, you know what fits pretty well right there? The transport tower would fill this space really nicely. Does it also fit perfectly? It also snaps perfectly into there. Eventually, we're going to get access to... What are you? Look at this! Look at all these cool things we could do, right? Grand Mall. People love to shop. Yeah! Grand Mall fits there. Or do you think Grand Mall should be... Is Grand Mall the sort of thing... No. Grand Mall's going to want to generate a lot of traffic. It should probably be, like, right off the freeway, eh? Like, right here. What are you? You're the tax office. And you know what that Grand Mall kind of reminds me of? Is there's, like, a massive mall in Richmond, in Vancouver, that's just like to the south there. Just like, yeah, I'll drive out of my way to go, look at the size of this thing. Look at this architecture. Ooh, so fancy. Yeah, this is going to be all commercial here. This is going to be office buildings. Metro, not Metro Town. I was thinking, whatever, Metro Town's a good example too. Sure, I was thinking of Metro Town. But Serge, you'll say, Metro Town isn't even in the part of the town you're talking about. That's fine. Okay. What other cool buildings? This section is probably going to want its own facilities. So we're going to put a major hospital down here. We'll put these all like right in the downtown core, right? Like this is going to be a major hospital. And then we're going to put a major fire department right next to it. On the other side, we'll have the police station, the police headquarters. Great. Oh, I need water. Love it. Good. Perfect. I need to go a little bit further here, don't I? Okay. So that's all looking good there. So we have, we don't have power here yet, and that's a problem. Problem easily solved, though. Is it easily solved? Can I go? Uh-oh. Can I not jump the... Whatever, we'll go this way then. I was going to say, I don't think I can jump the freeway, can I? Huh. I mean, power will naturally jump the freeway. Wow, we're so lucky that we have that. That's the only way I'm connecting power to both sides of our city? Yikes! Alright. Let's try this again. So we want to just bring this... I'm going to probably have to power here first. I need to make sure I leave... green space for myself. So I'm going to have no power on the interior of... No power on the interior of... Or no buildings on the interior of this. This will be green space that will fill with trees. Like our other builds. And then power will naturally spread. We just want to make sure that everything is hooked in for now. Okay. What's the after party district? It was supposed to be hotels, because after the parties, the hotel lobby is that, you know, wise words that I try and live my life to. All right, I think I'm about ready to zone this. No. You know what we need to do first? We need to add some public transit to this. We managed to vaporize $500,000? Uh-oh. As an FYI, I found out there's a promo on Steam right now to get a free copy of Parklife DLC. Is it okay to post the link? Yeah, please, by all means. Yeah, if people want free DLC, that's great. Oh, I don't know if it's still going or not. I should double check this. But there was a Humble Bundle discount for Cities Skyline for a bit there too. Let me double check that. I don't know if that expired or not, but there was a great sale on Paradox. Paradox Strategy Bundle, build your own. 4 days left. I see Stellaris on it. Maybe that one's gone. There was a City Builder bundle for a bit there. Wow, Stellaris? So many DLC on Stellaris are on sale right now. Regardless, I mean, if you're at all interested and you're buying games, may I recommend Humble. I do have an affiliate code for that, Serge Jaeger. It supports the channel. It also supports a great charity. And you can get Steam keys if you're like, but I want all my games in one place. That just works too. Oh, not for Cities anymore? It went from Cities to Stellaris. Okay. That's fair. But what if I already own it all, says Kitsune? Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Do I, with $100,000, do I even have enough to put in a subway right now? I don't know. I don't know if I do, unfortunately. So I think I might just start laying down these commercial office thingies, and then we can figure out the rest later on. Something else that I might still do here that might be kind of cool, though, is I might zone... I think I might want to zone this as tourism, just because I think this is actually a great place for like hotels and stuff to be. So let's take this whole area here. Because like when you go to a major city, right, like you're near the downtown core, people need to travel here for business. So not Mill Hills. Help me out, chat. Give me some good names for the Hotel Waterfront District. The placeholder name right now will be the Hotel Waterfront District. But I need something snappy, right? The after party. So hold on, you go from the after party to the hotel lobby. I mean, this could be bounce, 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 bounce. Is this a sea or river? We don't know. I think it's salt water. I think this is all the ocean. This might be, we might be finding ourselves in kind of like a Miami situation where there's this like, it doesn't make any sense. A lot of people coming around the words sleep because it's for hotels. Seaside Swing, Magic Manor. Cult of the After Party? Party Delta. But we're not partying here. This is like business hotels. A little bit of like luxury as you stay in the downtown core. Larry's Leisure Land. Shout out to an old school franchise of strangely adult video games. Maybe not on that one. Ooh, business never sleeps. Ooh, ominous. All right, so we are going to zone this as light commercial. And then we're going to leave a little bit of space there because we're probably going to be able to get some like cool water sleepy thing there. Water sleepy thing there. That's not words. Probably look for some like really cool tourism buildings. So eventually if we get enough money, we can do like tourism dockyard on that side and so on and so forth. We want to make sure that we are setting the proper specialization. Tourist, hotel accommodations, restaurants, and other activities. Fantastic. Perfect. Old Hotels of the Sea. Reminds me of Old Man in the Sea. But no, I think I like business never sleeps. We'll do that for now. Yeah, we could do a floating cafe when we get a little bit more money. I like the way you think. All right, I think I'm ready to unpause this now. It has power, it has water, it's zoned, it has facilities. It doesn't have public transit, but we're going to want to wait until we have a bit more money. Oh, right, we wanted to put some parks in there too. So I think the last thing I'm going to build there is the Fountain of Life and Death. A petty reminder of how fragile life can be. Sure, why not? All right, let's put this here. And then what we're actually going to do is we're going to move it to grab this park and then rotate it, rotate it. I don't think that's... Rotate it? That looks pretty good now. Yeah, perfect. Oh, you're going to complain about not having power too, aren't you? No, you're going to be fine. You're not going to be fine. Whatever, let's get rid of that too. It's a good looking park. All right, and we should see, we had a ton of commercial demand. So we should see this start to pop in pretty quickly here. And any second now. Checks notes. You can always just wait for the buildings to go up to the edge to transfer power. Yeah, but then they complain, and I don't want to see them complain. I just want to give them what they need as soon as they need it. I am a just and benevolent mayor. Okay. There we go. That's filling in pretty nicely. I think we're already jumping over the edge there. Not quite. Unfortunately, the power isn't quite reaching these power lines, so I can't get rid of that line yet. But maybe we'll get there. And then we've already got an extra space laid out here for overflowing suburbs. So actually, we can just start filling that in right now. Yeah. Yeah, let's maybe leave these. Those are getting a little bit too close to the freeway. And we want to upgrade these roads here for a little bit of noise canceling. Nope, doesn't really work. Hey, Grand City, chat. Ooh. All right, we now have access to like the really good solar power, the third loan. What is this? Waste transfer facility. This is new. Waste transfer facility uses garbage trucks to collect and temporarily store garbage. Stored waste can be picked up. Okay. The building pollutes less, so it can be built closer to the city center. Oh! Waste processing complex sends out waste transfer trucks to pick up garbage from waste transfer facilities and landfill sites for further processing into energy and recycled material. The complex cannot directly collect garbage. Okay. Unique buildings. That's not a bunch of stuff we unlocked there. Waste transfer facility. And the waste processing complex. That's really interesting to me. That's really interesting to me. So we have the gentle cluster of stench over here. How big is the waste processing complex? It's enormous! You're so large. I have to build it. Cool. Processing rate 192,000. Truck capacity 15. Makes a ton of pollution. Costs $100,000 dues. Well, that's awkward. Oh, I can build it here. It also generates power. Yeah. Now, hold on. What is the actual topography here? I don't want to... Crap. I don't want to... You know what I end up doing, actually? I think we end up moving all of our recycling centers up here. Slope is too steep. This is going to cost money, but that's fine. I'd rather they snap. Right? And we move our incinerators to out here where we don't have as much of an issue. And then we build our new friend here. And we put another recycling center here. And then what we probably want opposite it is a... I just spent all my money. That's fine. Waste transfer facility. So we can make this closer. Uses garbage trucks to collect and temporarily store garbage. Yeah, so we can put one of these like directly across the street. So we can build it a little bit closer. Whatever. We just spent all our money, but that's okay. We're making a bunch of bank here. Our garbage collection is probably incredible now. Right? Let's take a look at it. Yeah. All right. Let's slash that budget. What does it look like at 75%? Okay. All right. That's pretty good. Oh, we're making so much money. Oh, let's check our power generation. So it's not making any power right now. Yeah, we'll probably want a transfer station across the bay as a very, well, maybe? Wait, you need water? You need water. Can't believe those lined up. What are you doing? Not operating. Why aren't you operating? What is the problem? What is your major malfunction? Sends out waste transfer trucks to pick up garbage from waste transfer facilities and landfills. Garbage trucks in use. Oh, I understand. Do I have Animal Crossing? I do not. No, it's not quite my style of game, so I haven't picked it up. Actually, you know what we don't need anymore? We don't need this anymore. So we can get rid of this incineration plant and make our very own waste transfer facility here. Or maybe we have both, right? Like, realistically, we could have both here. Or maybe we actually remove this. I don't know. What do you think, friends? Like, is this the sort of thing that we no longer need a... We no longer need an incineration plant there? What are we going to do with the dry lake? I'm not sure yet. It has to collect garbage first. Yeah. Let's just try getting rid of this to see what happens. So this is supposed to produce significantly less garbage. And this is realistically, this building is what that incinerator was doing. This is supposed to be collecting garbage for this area. And then this plant will come and pick it up and empty it. which I think is very neat. Maybe we keep these just for now, just so that, you know, nothing backs up and we don't lose all of our stuff. Oh, also, we need to fix a little bit of the earth here. I think it looks kind of weird that there's just like a giant hole in the earth between our facilities there. Yeah, like we don't need a giant triangle of earth kind of missing there. So let's just smooth that out a bit. Kind of like sandpaper. We just want to gently erase some of those lines, right? Thank you very much to the person who just made a Humble Store purchase using the affiliate code. Appreciate the support. Yeah, all right, so look at that. That looks better, but not perfect. That's better, right? So we still have that steep gradient, but there's no longer just like a random pit between these facilities. That looks a little bit strange, but that looks a little bit strange. No buts. That just looks strange. Can I move you up or no? No. There's already a building there that's just not going to work. So what if we did that? Can I bring that road up at all? No. You know what? It's fine. Try and do a magic roundabout. How far can terraforming go? I think it's better if you do it when the building isn't already placed, but you know, you can do some pretty neat stuff. I haven't actually really played around with it all that much, if I'm honest. Like, you can terraform under the water and do some pretty cool things with it. You can make, like, canals. One of the things you have to be really careful about in this game, though, is that if the game is paused and you do a ton of terraforming to water and you unpause it, you can actually cause a natural disaster. You can cause tidal waves and stuff like that, which I was not aware of. And let's just say some mistakes were made at one point. All right, so now you can see we're starting to get a tremendous demand for industry. And I think dense commercial, wait, what is actually being built here? Anyways, these are buy it all shops, discount sales. Yeah, I think this whole area can actually be more so industry stuff or offices than not. That doesn't need to be offices. That can just be not offices. So I'll have some office space here. That'll be a subway. You know what? This will be a subway. We want to make sure we have little 2x2s in places so we can put subway right there. Let's make this a subway stop as well. Subway stop, subway stop, subway stop, subway stop. Subway stop, subway stop. And that should be enough demand to keep up with all of that. That power should connect. It should also have water. Now that this is all connected, I can do this and this, which is great, which means I should be able to patch up that. Perfect. Yeah, don't landscape with time powers. Got it. With Move It, you can just move up the building. That's kind of cool. Speaking of terraforming under the water, I have built an island with an airport on it and had the freeway coming to the island going into the city. Nice. Nice. Welcome, Kyle. Good to see you, friend. Look at this income, friends. What? Weekly income of 17,000? There's a traffic bottleneck. It's just people moving in right away. I wouldn't call that a bottleneck. And once we get subways and stuff coming into here, like we haven't made any public transit yet, right? So a lot of what's coming in right now is industry vehicles for the first time. Oh, that's a problem. How can I fix this road? There we go. So yeah, we want to make sure people are driving in before they stop. That means, so originally I wanted this to be the main entrance. Maybe this needs to be a traffic circle as well. And you know what? Hold on. We always save before we traffic circle, right? Always save. Save before you traffic circle. Is this the same size or is that bigger? Distance too short? How dare you? No, that's one too big. There we go. Perfect. Just going to need to get rid of a little bit of that. Azershock! Yo, what's up, friend? Thank you so much for that quarter-year support. 25 months? That's right. That's almost a full month. Wow, people were so ready for commercial over here. Look at this. I thought I was being pretty clever with the use of traffic circles in and out of town, but like, yeesh. 25 months is almost 1 month. You're only 5 days short of that being the full 30-day month. What's that tower? This is the transport tower. It's one of the big tourism fancy buildings you can make. I don't even think it's particularly good. I just think it's particularly cool. So I just like to make it because I think it makes the your skyline. Oh my God, he said the word. I think it makes your skyline look really cool. Your arch nemesis is the dreaded traffic circle? Traffic circles are the best part of this game. I can't believe the streamer just dropped the title like that. All right, so we rather desperately need to get some public transit in here. The fact that people can only access this via driving is likely a driving force to all of the traffic woes that we're having right now. I think it does look very cool, though. That clash of building styles of, you mean the old-timey, like, red shale European roofs next to the giant, pristine white monolith? Yeah. I also wanted a ferry, but I haven't made any ferry traffic yet, and I think realistically, the first thing we need to do is connect the subway, which we already have. Power's fine, water's fine. Let's check our garbage, by the way. How's that doing? Oh, let's also speed up time to get more money more faster. Landfill usage. Wait, garbage service down here kind of sucks? It looks like garbage service down here does kind of suck. So that's a problem. You don't have power. Right, the old facility was able to power itself, so you would obviously do a lot better if you had electricity. I don't think I have a landfill. Produces a little bit of pollution, that's fine. There we go. Look at this. Garbage reserves. That's filling at an alarming rate. No, that's going down. Power output, 10,000. Okay, that's good stuff. How are you doing? 0% full. Okay, I guess there could be a backlog. All right. Now, if I wanted to have a garbage facility somewhere down here to service this, where would I put that? Because it's going to produce a little bit of pollution. We want this to be a pretty area. I have no idea where we'd put it. I mean, I can make a temporary spot and just move it afterwards, right? Let's put it here for now. So in order to do that, it's going to need power, which is a problem that I have solved through my means. We're going to make ourselves a very pretty road that's just gonna like keep following the coast here. And then off of that very pretty road is going to be an access road. And off of this access road, which now has power, there's going to be this, this waste transfer facility. And it's going to be a mess. I know it's not going to connect to anything in a good way. And that just kind of happens. All right, give me a second here. Is that going to go far enough? No, I have to go one down. All right, it now has water. It should have power. Do you not? But, all right, there we go. Okay, so that is terribly inefficient, but it has direct freeway access, which is pretty good there. Wait, so hold on. This needs freeway access, right? What do you think about that? Yeah. So I could make another underground about here. Let's check in on our other underground about for reference. How are we doing? Why can't I go underground? Yeah, now that this is our major waste processing facility, why can't I go underground? There, perfect. Okay. So if I did an underground about here, and then I had just a road that connected right there, yeah, I think that's a great idea. All right, so what I'm going to do for this is I'm actually just going to do a little bit of the old... No, I don't want to do a full copy pasta here, right? Because that's... Right, no, I have to make this from hand. Okay, good talk. Okay, so first thing we do is we turn on anarchy, we turn off snapping, and we just do from here... Turn off snapping. We just need to make unintersection. Okay, now that we have unintersection built, let's go back underground. No. No! Right, I have to do this whole thing from scratch. Okay, all right. Right, I forgot the traffic circle mod. We're too smart for the traffic circle mod, chat. Traffic circle mod does not anticipate anybody would be so big-brained as to actually make themselves an underground about. I know, shocking, right? Okay. 7. I just need to make sure the roads are the same length in every direction. All right, 7. No. Now we have to make this into one-way roads, and now we want to turn snapping and anarchy off. Okay. So I want to go... Nope. Yes. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Now, the next step for the underground about is the on-offy ramps. Those are the technical terms. That's fine. We can destroy the power lines. It doesn't really matter. Perfect. I'm a little bit concerned about this one, but maybe if we go far enough away. Okay, perfect. And then the down ramp can actually go a lot closer here, right? All right, so that all connects. And now what we need to do, is we need an access road out of this. A two-way access road out of this. Okay, I need to move that stop. That's actually not the biggest deal. So let's actually make the road out of here first. Nope. Why didn't I just make it in line with that road? Can you make an underground roadway directly to the incinerator? To here? No, I think it's just going to I think it just has to connect to this road. Like up to there, because this is the main facility there. I like that this road just goes in and out of town pretty easily. They can also get onto the freeway. Like, this is fine just to access the suburbs and access the town. If they want to, they can now take the underground about to the freeways and everywhere. No, I think this is fine. The only thing we have to make sure we do is designate this as no industry trucks, because what we don't want is, for whatever reason, a truck to exit in and then go through this way. Perfect. All right, and then we just need one more freeway exit here. Underground about the second has been completed. We do have a little bit of an issue, however, in that our power grid no longer attaches itself. So let's get rid of that, and that should be all the power lines, right? Yeah, good. And then let's go this way instead. There's still a cross in your underground about. Great. Perfect. Thank you. What did I just destroy? What the... Hey, what's up, Can't Wear Hats? Welcome, Raiders. Chat, can I get some love in the chat for Can't Wear Hats in the community coming over? What are you? What are you? What were you? I'm building underground abouts, quite possibly the greatest marvel in modern engineering here. And I think this is absolute genius, and city planners around the world should probably start adopting it. It's just so smart, right? What were you streaming today, friend? Thank you. Yeah, I think we're good. I think road goes in, road goes out. This is now connected. Finishing up some Horizon Zero Dawn DLC. I've heard nothing but great things about that game. Do not use an underground about or you will die. What? How dare you? How dare you? This is brilliant. People will sing the praises. I mean, obviously, if you know, tunnels are a little bit dangerous there, and you know, want to have a healthy respect for all that stuff. I just realized there's another area here I could probably do a little bit of gentle terraforming out. So it's not just like a giant triangle on the earth here. Stop, please. That looks really ugly, so I want to terraform that and then put power lines back on it afterwards. Alright, now don't be ugly. Yeah, like that looks so much better. Underground about the most efficient way to trap cars in a tunnel fire. Good thing we don't have to worry about that here. Okay, so if I unpause this game, we should marvel at how smart our new truck friends are. So garbage facilities should now be able to get easily in and out of here. This is going to end up being commercial, but I want to see just how much pollution this ends up making before we start dedicating it closer to places. God, that's a lot of traffic. Oh my, look at the backup. One way in and out, eh, chat? One way in and out. Did I mark that road as no trucks? Right, I haven't yet. So if I do that here, and I just say no truck there, we should be fine. So trucks can come into here because they might need to, but then trucks can't come back this way. Maybe time for another on and off ramp. Maybe? I honestly think that... Oh, right. Somebody died. I honestly think that the thing we do need is just a subway. And I just want to wait a little bit for some more... For some more tools here. Some more money so we can get in there. Are people parking on the road there, or are they just giving up and getting out of their cars? Let's go with that option. Oh my god. Oh my... It's almost backed up all the way across the water. Oh my god. All right, let's just put in our save now. We got $200,000 dues, so we may as well, right? We're going to put in a main save here. We're going to pause that game again, and let's start looking at... So, I need a couple of things to happen. One, where did I leave? Oh no, did I forget to leave spaces? I left spaces. No way I left spaces. How dare you? All right, so there's a space. There's a space. Yikes. Congratulations. You're going to be a subway stop. There's a space. There's a space, maybe? If not there. Oh, that's bad. All right. Bam. Bam. And maybe along the water side here. So we're going to want a little circular route inside here. And then we're going to want a north-south line that connects up to there. Trissy and Max, yo, what's up, friend? It's really good to see you. I miss you too. I hope everyone is staying safe. Thanks for saying hi. It's so good to see. Well, you know what I mean. Trissy is a very dear friend of mine who actually gave me this necklace that I've basically worn forever. All right, so subway near the traffic circle is probably a little bit high risk. Whatever, let's just do that. Just do that anyways. And then we want to put another stop, whatever, goodbye building. I'm sure you'll make do. And then another one here. Yeah. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stops. You know what? We could put another one on the interior here, maybe on this side, and that'll complete the loop. Yeah, that'll complete the loop. Sure. Why not? That's looking all right. All right, good job. Good job, us. Good job, us. Perfect. Oh, I'm broke. Oh, I'm already broke. Why are you destroying buildings? You're underground. Sure, good. All right, we're broke, but... Oh, is anybody going to even use these? There's no reason for anyone to use these. It doesn't connect. I made a mistake. I spent my money on the wrong side here. People are like, great, now that I'm downtown, air quotes, I can get around really easily. And you're like, okay, but how do you get to downtown? Like, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Okay. So this is fine. I don't think we need to resave. We're gonna want to do that anyway. So it's not like it's a sunk cost or anything that has actually been wasted, right? This should be working now. Power is fine still. Water is fine still. Garbage. Garbage is laughing. All right, we could actually probably bring the garbage budget down another 5%. Same with water. Save ourselves a bit more money here. One station needs power. Ah, one station needs power. It's perfect. I don't know if anyone is going to be using those train lines right now. One passenger! Oofa. Alright, let's actually take a look at these right now, and that's looking pretty good. Just trying to see if we need to increase the ridership. That's Metroline the first. Let's check out Metroline the second here. Okay. Those are both... We have a good amount of cars for ridership there. Alright, now we also know we want, assuming this direction is north, we're going to want east-west lines at some point, but I didn't realize just how expensive... You know what? You know what time it is, chat? No. It's loan time. Give me... Wow, $200,000 dues? Let's go. Let's build this line. Alright, so we need a big save here. We need a big save here. We're going straight up back club. So... How do we want to do this? You don't need quite that many stops? It's fine. It's fine. Do I just make a new line that's just this, and it goes like right through here and then intersects there and it goes this way? So what we'd have is... because typically what you don't want to do, trains also have backup. Backup is not the right word. Trains can also have traffic. So I can either make a parallel line that comes along the side here and there's a circle on the interior, or people can get out of stations. Because one of the things that I have access to in the mods is like a parallel line station. You can see that there. And then they could do a transfer, or you could do a T station. So you replace that and then people can go through it. I also have access for like parallel lines and an intersection, which is all very cool. And that will make the trains work significantly more efficiently. Because even if you make a bunch of train lines, if they intersect with each other and back up, it doesn't work great. The intersecting idea sets you up for the east-west line. Exactly. These are mods, by the way. These train stations are mods. These is not part of the basic game, and they are amazing. They are absolutely incredible, and not at all in the base game. Where would our proverbial Grand Central Station be? Realistically, it should probably be over here, but it wouldn't be terrible if it's in the after-party district, right? Which is why this right here is actually set up pretty well to be a Grand Station. It's not residential, but it is where a bunch of hotels and stuff are. You need more smart people? That's fine. Oh, am I lagging behind on education here? Yes. Have more money. Oh, I need to make a couple more schools at some point here. Need more elementary schools and more, yeah, I just need more schools. So, I guess help me out here, friends. What would you rather see? Do you want to see parallel lines or intersecting lines? Kevin, thank you for those 50 biddies. So here's your loan. As a loan shark, I expect these back with interest. Uh-oh. There's literal loan sharks. That's awkward. I mean, start streaming? I don't know what to tell you, Kevin. I don't know how to cheer sharks. A lot of people seem to enjoy that intersection. Okay, let's do that. So we have our big save in, and the first thing we need to do is destroy this station, and this is going to potentially break a bunch of stuff. Oh crap, how large are you above ground? This building's a little bit larger than the existing one, which is a bit of a problem. So that means I'm likely going to have to... This is why we save. I'm going to have to move things slightly here. Where do you go? You go here? You go here. How does that look above ground? Oh, that doesn't look too bad. Okay. So here's our theoretical Grand Central Station now. All right. So our subway line is now going to have to move through this and accommodate this and go underground. Okay, so that's working there. It's not the greatest angle we wanted, but now... crap. Alright, second station needs to be destroyed here. Getting a little bit more awkward. Do you fit here anywhere? No. So you're now going to have to go here. Let's move you in a little bit. Let's move you into that intersection. Okay, so now what we need to do is... oh god. We're actually just going to get rid of this stop entirely. I've been told I have too many stops anyways, and these people will walk. All right, so now this station goes this way, and these stations I just built, at least this one is going to become a 4-stop, and it's going to now be on the inside. Congratulations. God. And, I mean, I should just make this a 4-way, right? And just assume it's going to keep going down that way? Yeah, let's just do it. Let's just do it. Oh, all these lines are just garbage now. What have I done? What have I done, chat? I spent all that time making those beautiful lines, and now they're all broken. Okay, so now we can expand that later on, and you know what I'm going to do, and this is going to make everyone really upset. I'm just going to delete all of the existing lines we have right now and just rebuild them from scratch. Because I've never been able to really find a way to make updating lines in real time work. Control Z quick before it's too late. What happened there? I'm going to put in another save here. All right, we're going to put this in backlip. All right. Let's go. Okay, so we're going this way. This is all great. How far have I gone? I'm there. Okay, now we're here, and here, and here, and we've completed the line. So let's go into this side. Make you the red line. Name you the red line. Okay, we also need to go to its budget here and crank that up so it has like 6 vehicles, I think. Let's start at 4. All right, there's the red line. And now we want the same... crap. The same thing. Did I just delete a stop? The same thing but backwards. What is happening here? All right. There we go. Okay. That's the exact same direction, isn't it? No. No. Okay, good. All right, good. All right, and now we're here, and now we're here, and then finally we're going to complete that loop. Great. Okay. We're also going to make you red. This is the red line reverse. Okay. Let's also give that 4 cards. And then we'll go through and we'll figure out which way. Like, once the numbers are actually going, we can start tweaking things backwards. Okay. Now, why do the 2 red lines have different numbers of stops? Oh, God, no. Oh, no! All right, the reverse is somehow missing a stop. All right, let's hide that. There's a stop there. There's a stop there. There's a stop there. 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 Is there another stop somewhere that I just can't see? Another station somewhere? It stops there. I think you added a stop to a normal red line by accident. Okay, let's check out the normal red line and see if there's... Like, you can only stop at stations, right? I think you might have added an extra stop in the first line, the red line, when you clicked it. But how? I mean, let's obviously get rid of... All right, let's just delete it, and then we'll try again. All right, so show me that one. Okay, we want to go this way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Complete the loop. Okay. All right, so it is supposed to be 9. Yeah, I don't even know how we added an extra stop to that, because you can't stop at the same place twice. All right, now what we want to do, and this gets a little bit more difficult. Oh, right. Let's put back in the green line here. Let's actually just call that the green line. No. We want to recolor them. Otherwise, it gets, because it's it's green by default. So we'll do the blue line. We want to do the blue line in reverse. Actually, we don't care about that one right now. So I think if I hold down Shift, Alt, what is the button I'm looking for? There's a button that lets me put lines in different directions here. There we go. Great. Okay. Okay. Please? Oh, there. Complete line. Yes! Amazing. Okay. And we're going to call that the, or we're going to call that the downtown connector. And we're going to make that yellow so it stands out. And we're going to increase the budget on that one to be like 5 cars for starters. All right, unpause game. We have vaporized $200,000. Let's go. So we don't really care about the budget cars there. We just want to see if people are going to start taking public transit. All right, let's see what the demand looks like for you. Good. Nobody wants to take it. Fantastic. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. All right, we got 5 cars. There's a total of like 4 people on them. There we go. There's some people who want to take it home. Okay, 30 people want to go back. All right, feeling better about that. There we go. All right, all right. Why aren't you moving? Why aren't you moving? Why are you stuck? You can see my trains are all backed up right there. Is it because of the weird crisscross they do there? Oh, I think I screwed up that line. Yeah, you can see they're crisscrossing and they're actually completely backed up there. Crap. Okay, let's see if I can't fix that and make that cleaner. All right, let's try this one more time. So this is really hard because it's 4 stops. Let's try and make one more stop here just to make a different point, like a different data point here. Slope too steep. Okay, let's go slope too steep. Okay, let's find literally anywhere. Sure. Okay, I hope I have enough money here. Okay, so what I'm hoping I can do now, since I have a spot that's ideally not too messy there. There we go. There we go. It is kind of a shame that the game is finicky enough that it just breaks that way. No. Shoot. Alright, complete line. So we want to make this the yellow line, and this is the downtown connector. And we want to increase the capacity to that. Again, let's get it up to like 6 here. Alright, so that should have fixed that. Yeah! Alright, there is some demand here to get downtown. Look at that. Alright, so I have 3 trains with 150 showing up. They should grab everyone. 170 people want to get there. Okay. Alright, we shouldn't see any traffic jams here. So people cross the water. Nice, okay. Now, a bunch of people want to take the red line here. How are we looking for the red line? Oh my god! Right, I forgot to increase the budget for this one tremendously. Okay, let's get up to six trains and see if that fixes anything here. So, an interesting thing to note about your trains, you really got to dig down to the micro level here to figure out what actual demand is, because you'll be like, oh, that's disappointing. Not as many people are using it if you don't dig into the actual micro level. And look at this. There's 1,000 people standing by waiting to get on this, and they just can't. So many people want to take the train here, and they're actually unable to. Alright, so this side is fine. So the reverse line is fine. It's the main line, the main red line, that we have thousands of people. Can I not? I can't get more than 8 cars on this line, eh? Like, I can't put more than 10 or 8 trains that carry 150 people at a time here. So my maximum capacity for this is what, 1,200 people on this line? I think we're almost starting to keep up here. Where are these train stations located? So you're there, right where all the dense commercial stuff is. And where's the other one? You're there. And which way is the red line in this particular case? Neat. Neat. You think you can get more if you actually up the public transit budget? So the public transit for trains is completely maxed out at 150%. And the individual budget for that line is also maxed out. So, oops, the way the windows overlap there wasn't great. Yeah, everything is as maxed as it can be. That 289 passengers a week line is incorrect. Well, there we go. Okay, we managed to get through the sort of the backlog there, and I think people are happier now. Car trip saved 86%. Now Now that we've spent all of our money on that, let's check out what traffic looks like over here. Now, remember that backlog we had of people trying to get in and out of town and how tremendously backed up everything was? Like, it was almost backed up all the way across the water here. Look at this. The use of a subway station so that people could commute has removed that, and that's amazing. What is up, fellow municipal planning enthusiasts? What up, party people? Ah, incredible. That's odd. That makes me feel really happy. I feel super validated when you spend all this time trying to make big changes like that, and immediately it solves. Yep. Isn't that so cool? You can just visually see how we fixed everything with the train line. And what I want to do right now is actually wait until we have enough money to just fully pay off that loan. It's only taking $400 a week from us, actually. Maybe I don't care about that loan. General Electrified Certified Monorail. Did he say monorail? Monorail. No, we don't want a monorail. We have played with a monorail in the past, and to be honest, it was really disappointing. It was clunky, and people weren't as willing to use it as they were things like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like the subway or even the bus. How's transportation looking on this route? We have 7 vehicles on this line. Oh, yeah, we can actually probably drop the budget just a little bit. Let's drop this down to 6. Yeah, good. Well, let's take a look at the blue line. How you doing, blue line? Blue line needs more vehicles. Let's get that up to 4 here. Let's get that up to 5. Should the red lines be equalized? For whatever weird reason, people want to go in one direction and not the other. So if we look at this side, which has 4 carts, all right, maybe it needs to get up to like 5-ish now, or 6-ish now. It wasn't as busy as the red line main direction, which has now sort of managed to finally stabilize with 8 carts going. I love the idea. It's like monorails, as fun as they are probably just meme tier. Now blimps, on the other hand, ho ho, there is a service that I can get behind. I don't know why. Alright, this is where university is. Oh, right, let's see just how much pollution the, wait, how much is this? Is this park doing anything for us? Info. Visitors, 0. Entertainment, 88. Alright, well, that's fine. Airships, what up? No one ever wrote a song about blimps. Yeah, but that's on them, not on us. Where do we put more people? So I love this community. I think this community is great. Oh, right. I should plant more trees to bring down the noise pollution there. Is noise pollution getting worse? I was going to say, hold on a second here. I'm planting trees and it seems like the situation is getting worse, not better. So how cool is this, eh? You plant trees and you can actually watch the noise go away. It's probably not that safe because, you know, your line of sight as a driver is now being obstructed by the trees, but, you know, aesthetics. And then what was the other tree I was using? I think it was this tree. Why is this? Right. Is that the tree I was making? Yes, it is. Great. Little splash of color there just to make it not quite as flat. Those are all one-way roads. Tree away. No safety issue? I guess so. Yeah, right. You don't have to worry about like oncoming traffic or merging or anything like that. Nice. Oh, I was going to add more schools. Well, I should add more schools specifically to... crap. I need to add more schools specifically to like the new communities we're putting them in. So this area is in desperate need of an elementary school. So let's just put that right there. That'll make everyone there really happy. So elementary is now taken care of. High school. I have a high school here and a high school here. Let's put one up in the... right across the street from Artisanal Cheeses. Because I know when I was in high school, there was one thing I always wanted between classes, and that was to dip out for a good old plate of charcuterie. Really, really, just the access to high quality cheese is what got me through high school. Right? Right, chat? I can't possibly be the only one. So I like a lot how this area has ended. We talked about maybe extending the community up in this direction, but what if we just started working on the suburbs down here now? Cries and lactose. Sorry, I'm laughing at you. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, that's amazing. All right, I think I kind of wish this freeway was higher all the way, because I want to do another overpass thingy here, and maybe we'll just start working on another suburbs down in this part. But first, it looks as though we need more dense commercial, or just more commercial in general. So it might be about time for us to move these power lines. These power lines are so ugly. And then extend this tourism district all the way to over here. And then I guess we also have demand for more office. So let's just fill this in now with office buildings, right? Get rid of that. We could probably put a cool little building right there, right? Seems believable. Now, I do worry a little bit about... No, power will spread pretty quickly, right? Power's going to get down there. That's fine. That train station's going to complain for like an hour, and then everything will be fine. You know what is not fun, however, is this road. This road is making the zoning of this area pretty bad, if I'm honest. So let's see if we can't fix that. So we want a 90-degree road off of this. Yeah, there's the problem. And then what we probably want to do is make a significantly prettier road that comes this way. And now this road's going to come down. Now, see how much prettier it makes this section that we get to put in. It just snaps right into place. What are we doing for parks in this area right now? Don't have a lot of leisure here, which is odd to me because I would imagine that this statue commemorating life and death would have, you know, just screamed fun all over it. But, you know, here we are. Let's make ourselves this is a downtown core, so not a playground. Botanical garden. Yeah. That's the sort of quality downtown infrastructure you expect when you go to the city of Fishgang, right? Okay, you got your downtown botanical garden. Oh man, Industries of Titan is a game that seems very interesting to me, but maybe not also. I don't know. It's tough. Like, that's a game very, very, very close to scratching a lot of itches I have. But I don't know if all the itches I have. Wait, that's a weird sentence, Surge. Can I upgrade this road to being 4-lane? What happens if I do that? Oh, there's a train station there. How much do I care? How much do I care? What if I moved it over? I don't know if that broke everything. Did that break everything? I'm just gonna pretend it didn't. I'm gonna pretend that somehow that did nothing. And I'll just be, and everybody will laugh, right? I think it worked. Now, because the reason I did that is when we inevitably want to extend, I need to put another save here. Anytime I touch a traffic circle, I need to save. We are eventually going to want to extend these 4-lane roads south. Nice, great. And this is probably going to be a major boulevard. Hold on a second here. Oh, great. I can get rid of these power lines now, because that all is connecting. Love it. This is probably another space where I'm going to want just empty green space. So we want to leave, right. I want to leave some space along the sides of the highway, the freeway, where we know we plant all of our trees. Okay, that tree is a danger to motorists. And then what's the plan after that? So this connects down. We want to make like a huge suburbs area here with like big old beautiful apartments that get to look out over the lake. That tree was dangerous. It got removed. The fact that a tree was growing, you know what, this tree might be a little bit dangerous too. You ever find yourself like riding the bus and then the bus just starts like hitting all these tree branches and you flinch every time? Yeah, you know what? For public safety, we're going to be removing that tree. Perfect. We have double-decker buses here. Oh, man. Yeah, we have double-decker buses in Victoria, too, and it's terrifying. You're just, like, sitting there trying to zone out, and there's just, like, thwack. You're like, ah! Giant zoo around the lake. Interesting. With its like old broken tower thing and it's just like large rock that kind of looks like a swordfish. Like that looks like an eye and a mouth, right? Bah. Eh? Anyone else see it? Like a moray eel? Dolphin rock? Nice. Yeah, we could try and do like a giant zoo park here, and then this could be all suburbs. Jurassic Park, presented by Jaegerdyne Industries. The lake needs otters in it. All right, otters and eels confirmed best friends. So this is actually great. This has been operating down here for a bit. This is the new garbage thing, and it's producing like minimal pollution, which I'm thrilled about. Now let's check the actual stats. How much pollution do you make? 10 pollution isn't bad, honestly. You don't think its coverage is great, though? Hold on. How do we check garbage coverage? Garbage coverage. Oh, interesting. Yeah, our garbage coverage here is perhaps a little bit lacking. So we've got pretty good coverage everywhere except for, you're right, down in here is not great. We did put it pretty far away. Also, let's see how this, how are we keeping up with these facilities here? Are you backing up? 1, 2, 3, so 10 million, and you currently have, you're about 18% full. Okay. We'll check in again a little bit to see how that's doing. I guess we can always up the budget if we just needed to process more faster. 0% full. Okay, no, I think we're actually fine. Far North suburb looks like it's getting close to needing better garbage collection. This seems fine. Like, it's got green. Like, this is a concern because this is gray. So our garbage collection here is, well, garbage. Right? Like, that's not so great. But it's fantastic here because, again, of the access from the underground abouts connecting to each other. The suburbs here are not actually all that bad, right? Like, that just works. And if we wanted to, we could always make an access road here that just kind of, like, connects into it. This is a problem, and we might end up needing, if we go bigger with the city, to make like another garbage collection area to the south there. No, this is going great. Our basic industry area here is also great. Actually, this gives us a chance to look at the pollution. Yeah, all of the I don't think this actually... So, it says 10% pollution, but... This area was polluted. Remember, there was an incinerator on it, and now all the pollution is gone. I don't want to say it's bugged, but I would imagine with 10% pollution that we would see something, right? Like that we would see some kind of basic pollution cluster around the ground, and that is pristine. In an area that was previously polluted, it's gone. I think this might be even better than we thought. You should try moving this closer. Yeah, you know what? We probably could, realistically. I moved it way out into the middle of nowhere because I was worried about the pollution. Wait, what are you complaining about? Building is emptying. Oh. Stop emptying. Oh, I mean, it's collecting some stuff. I think it might even be collecting better than we're seeing right now. Your trash is low enough that it doesn't stay long enough to pollute. Oh! That's actually a really interesting insight from Duwani over there. Great call. No. Sorry. This one was emptying because I accidentally clicked the button. But, like, this one is not emptying. But the idea that... Like, no, this is 40% full. Like, this is collecting garbage. I don't know. Okay. Suburbs. Let's talk suburbs, chat. Because I think that needs to be the next thing we do. I think the first thing I need to do is destroy this freeway and raise it up. And then I need to make another sort of like highway clover of access. And then we're going to start a massive suburb area that's like all of this is going to be houses. All of this is going to be houses and suburbs. We're probably going to want to make a row of apartments here, and then yeah, we're gonna make like a mega zoo that overlooks the water is a great idea. We could probably have the downtown core extend to actually overlooking it, which would be kind of cool. So the park will go here, but it'll actually stop at the cliffs, and we'll have buildings overlooking it because I think that'll look really good. That's nice farmland, but I think our farm, we talked to chat earlier, we're gonna make Farm Island. So all our farmland is gonna be just on this. Wait, what is that? You know what? I have enough money. I'm just going to buy this tile right now so I can see what we're looking at here. What are you? Look at this island. Oh, it's so pretty. And it's got its own little Stonehenge. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Yeah, so this is Burb Island. Burb Island is a park. And then we've got Farm Island, which is going to be great. Burb Island the second. Ugh. This is Burb 2 Electric. Oh, somebody help me out. There's got to be a pun here. Bird Electric Burbaloo? Okay, there we go. Electric Burbaloo is very good. Burb 2 Electric Burbaloo. Perfect. Perfect. All right, let's put in a save right now. We got $350,000. That should be enough that if anything goes wrong, we can fix it. Actually, out of curiosity, can I just rebuild roads but higher? No, you can't. That's too bad. That's too bad. I was hoping that with the rebuild tool, you could just rebuild a road but elevated one, because that's got to be a commonly requested feature, right? But this is fine. All right, so with this, we're going to use the parallel road tool, same as selected. We want highway, and I think the gap we had for the highway was like, what, 31? So now, if I build here, nope, 33? Yeah, there we go. All right. There we go. I'm okay with that. All right, now we need to do a little bit of the old fixing of things here, like that. That could have been better. Please. All right. I don't know what happened here. Oh God, what have I done? This is probably fine. Oh God. I'm ruining everything, chat! Okay, okay. I fixed it. Everything is fine. Other than the fact it's facing the wrong direction. But what I want to do first here is bend this road. There. Yeah, good. Bend that road a little. Yeah, good. Don't know why there's just some trees randomly there, but here we are. We could probably bend that just a little bit too, right? Yeah, good, 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 good. All right, now need to reverse this the whole way. Okay, so that should now just be working. We got some like little bends and twists in the road, but that's okay. A road is an organic thing. No, it's not, but whatever. Road's kind of like a river, right? You know, you just kind of like let the cars go and they'll find their own path. Yeah, right? Okay, we're going to put in another save now. We're going to start working on some traffic circles. So once again, we can't just copy this, but because the road is a different bend, but that's the sort of idea we want to go for here. So we want another traffic circle that's going to exist underneath the highway, and it's going to intersect with this road. More, that's right, friends. Did you want more traffic circles? Well, as the premier traffic circle pilot of the format, I'm only too happy to oblige. All right, so we got Anarchy on right now. I just want to make sure that that is a 90-degree road. So that's going to intersect perfectly underneath, which I'm very pleased with. Then we want to do just a little bit of a road up, and that's going to allow us to presto changeo. Let's go a little bit bigger here, actually. Yeah, because the bigger the traffic circle is, the easier it is for us to draw lines off of it. Oh, I didn't realize that when I did my full anarchy earlier, if I didn't actually fix where the... Yeah! Ha! Where the freeway supports are. All right, let's get that out of the way. It's a little bit embarrassing. I like that we moved a tree that was dangerous, but we never actually fixed that. That's a little awkward there. All right, sorry. I didn't realize people have been having to drive around enormous concrete barriers that were left in the middle of your road. Sorry, citizens of Fish Gang. Your mayor has seen your plight and has fixed. All right, that's a oops whoops right there. Yo, what's up, dog? I put a roundabout in your roundabout. So you can drive in circles and circles. Ah, that's me. All right, give me a second here. I want to put a second save in there because I like how that turned out. And now we want to do our on-offy ramps. That is the technical term, by the way. Good. Why are you like this? I think I fixed it. Oh God. Just change that bend there a little bit. Yeah, I don't hate that. Okay, good. Let's keep going. So I can go up to the hill, but not onto the hill. Okay, that's fine. Let's turn anarchy back on. Nope. Maybe I have to go further back for this one so the angle works. Yeah. 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 Yeah? Oh. How do I fix this? I think I want to grab that node and just move it. Okay, good. Now I want to move that one. And then I want to take this landscaping tool. Right? And just kind of smooth things out there a bit. Just smooth it a little. What are you? Who? I'm sure. You know what? Sure. You do you, car friend. It's not perfect, but it's good enough. Seems like a good place for a mount tree. I don't know what a mount tree is, but I think all things considered, that looks pretty good. This connects to this way, and this will be, ooh. You know what? This is going to be where the entrance to the zoo is. What do you think of that, friends? The zoo that doesn't exist yet, but it will. Oh, it will. So traffic circle down into there. This road's going to go down. Eventually, we're probably going to want to purchase this section of freeway as well, and then have another freeway on-offy ramp. I believe the entire point of a traffic circle is because you... Wait. Mountain with a tree on it? I have to make a mountain. Can I put a tree on the top of the dolphin's nose? That's probably fine. Oh, and you know what else we can do? Haha, I'm very smart. Just for now. Right? All right, so this is the entrance to our zoo. Oh, what's with the flaming bird at the top? That shows that we're in anarchy mode. Now it's back to a normal bird. It's just a visual indicator for if you have a mod enabled or not. Hey, what's up, Dex? All right, so I don't want this road to go perfectly straight anymore. So let's start curving it away, because remember, this is going to be like the exterior of the zoo. So we can give a bunch more space to it now. It's going to end up like here. That's all fine. One thing we do need to preserve, though, is the grid. Praise the grid. So the grid is going to come off, I don't know, like hereabouts is far enough from the highway. Good. And this is where our suburbs will be. Awesome. All right. So we need to get water all the way down here. I'm pretty close already with having done that. This is going to be such a huge expansion to our city once this gets going. So they already have freeway access. We're going to give them their own schools. They're going to have a huge park. And that'll probably be like the focus of the next stream, is just going to be constructing the zoo, eh? Am I out of money? Oh no. Oh, I was at the edge of the city. Okay. Just like, how dare you say no? The only thing I know that says no to me is when I'm out of money. You're like, no, Serge, you're actually just totally fine. All right, power is getting a little low. So I know somebody was mentioning earlier on, we should probably build like a dedicated power source just down here. What makes more power? A solar updraft tower produces 240 megawatts. The solar power plant, are worse, even though you cost less. 90,000. This produces 80,000. Geothermal. I don't think that works for us. I think ocean thermal energy conversion plant. Cool. Yo, that's like, that's straight up old school SimCity, right? Like, that sounds so familiar to me. All right, we now have power on both sides. That'll get going. That'll produce power for us. Water is fine. They had the desalination plant. What game was it? Maybe I'm thinking of like shoot, what's that game called? It was like such a huge RTS game when it first came out. It was like the game that invented Fog of War and had the robot stuff. They had the tidal generator power plant, right? The war was between the robots who put their brains in and the people who wanted to pilot the robots. Total Annihilation. Maybe, yeah, maybe that's what I'm thinking about. Not Alpha Centauri. Yeah, Total Annihilation is the one I wanted there. You know what? This should also be a major route in and out of things. And you know what that means? Why did you guess traffic circle? You bet. More traffic circles. These can be smaller ones though. We want one here and we want one here. Because then this is, yeah, this is just all suburbs, right? How do I suburb? Yeah, isn't that beautiful? Oh, this is like the perfect representation of the suburbs as well, eh, friends? You're just like, where does this go? No, nowhere. Where is it taking me? Like, again, nowhere. Oh, I love it. It's so perfectly suburbs. It's so suburban. Right, and this road will just like connect for no reason. This is in response to everyone saying I shouldn't have grids. You're welcome. Oh, I love it. Huh? All right, and we'll probably make some more suburbs on that side, but this is a great amount of coverage. We've got water everywhere, and that, if that isn't the most perfect place for a high school, I don't know what is. All right, so let's put ourselves a big old high school right here. I love it. Look at that, fits super well. We're gonna put a giganto park right behind it as well. What do you want? Is it the park with playgrounds? Oh, potentially too large. We're gonna put the park with playgrounds actually across the street from it. So there we go. We got the high school, we got the playground there, and yeah, let there be suburbs. Wait, we need a little bit of blue shopping area in here too, right? So like what if near the high school there was a just a little strip of shopping area there, and we'll zone that so that it is once again just like local products. So this is going to be a commercial specialization of organic local produce. Oh, maybe an elementary school too? Great idea. We'll have an elementary school near the park. But it's at the end of a quiet road. Well, what about elementary, my dear Surgeon? Yes, very good. Yep. All right. We don't want anyone... Yeah, people can live right by the high school, why not? So, maybe not on that outer road, actually. I take it back. Yeah, that's going to work like that. We definitely want the interiors to be homey. So then this is all going to be more homes. Nah, you know what? Let's... Maybe the inner side is fine. Like, that's fine. That's actually not as many homes as I thought it was. Don't forget police and fire services. Right. Maybe I'll make another little shopping district right here. Hey, thank you very much. Substantial, significant humble store purchase there. My goodness, thank you very much, friend, who used my affiliate code. All right, so if we go like this, which is not great, but we can just use smaller services here, right? So we're gonna have like a little mini downtown area here. No, that's actually not a great place to put that. I don't know why I put it there. We want those to have access to the major routes because that's how they work. All right, so that's police. We want police. We definitely want fire. Wait, did I just literally build two of the same thing side by side? Sure did. All right, let's get rid of that. We want police. We want fire. We want medical. We want medical. Little medical clinic. Let's put the medical clinic on the inside here. Sure can't do that. Put the medical clinic on this side. We need a crematorium. And, oh, you know what else we could put in here? Which we don't actually have any yet. Child Health Center. This is a new building that I've actually never built. And I think we should put it kind of close to the... a little shopping area here. Child Health Center. Never made an elder care facility before. Let's put one up here. We can just put it right off this. Oh, that's big. Oh, that's such a large facility. Wild. All right, so now all I need to do is get this area a little bit of power. And we should be good to go. We should also zone this local and organic produce. All right. And a hospital? Well, they have a medical clinic. I think a hospital is just a bigger version of the medical clinic. I don't know if this area requires an entire hospital. Maybe it does. Yeah, we should see our population sort of skyrocket here. I wonder if there's some pockets of this that should be dense living. Maybe not. I don't know. What I'd love, though, give me some suggestions for what we name those districts. In the previous one, we ended up with artisanal cheese and seasonal fruits. So what should this community have? What does this community like to eat? Oh, right, and we can also later on extend the subway down to it. Mall rat habitat? It's not really a kind of food. 9 kinds of plantain. Ooh, I like free-range fish. Perfect. That doesn't even make sense, but I love it. Ooh! Right, of course. I have to use the 2020 phrase, artisanal, contactless delivery sausages. Wait, shoot. Artisanal contactless sausages. Everybody's dream. Artisanal sausages delivered to your door. Maybe that's just my dream. All right, water is fine. Power is great. Why you gotta make it weird, chat? That's not lewd. That's just 2020. That's just some big 2020 energy right there. All right, so we have way more actual housing being provided than there are people interested in moving in right now, and that's probably fine. Another big growth in demand for commercial. This is why we can't have nice things, chat. This is why we can't have nice things. All right, so that transfer facility is doing great, 8%. This transfer facility, 16%. All right, let's take a look at the other big old garbage friend here. So this is slowly backing up. I guess if I actually increased the budget a little bit, though, it'd probably burn faster. I don't actually know how that works. Yeah, that got us up to another truck. I don't know. We'll check back in on that. So I need to create more zoning opportunities for commercial. Yeah, I don't actually have a lot of blue anywhere, do I? What is the polluted area in the upper left portion of the map? I don't see any. Like, we have pollution here and here, and that's it. Unless there's a polluted area that you're seeing that I'm not. There's like areas where the ground is just above the gentle cluster. That's not pollution. That's just that's some atmospheric storytelling. This is a depression in the land where a boat used to be. And then I guess the sea levels dropped enough that it didn't fill. You know what's kind of interesting though? We could, if we wanted to, if we so chose, we could actually drop all of the water in the world by flooding this and then make this like another inland harbor, which would be kind of cool. Could underwater malls be a thing? No, I don't think that works in this game. Yeah, look at this. This area is going to be really pretty when it's done. But yeah, we need much more dense commercial space for our downtown core here. You're complaining about workers or highly educated people? What do you want? Not enough workers specifically with high school educations. Okay. Well, we should be fixing that. Let's check our high school is now fine. University is too much. Okay, we can actually drop our education budget again here. Just so that we're not spending money that we don't need to spend. Graduated citizens. Look at that. 80% of people in our city graduated from elementary. Ideally, that would be higher, but here we are. All right. I don't want this just to be grids and traffic circles. So let's draw a new and interesting area here for our commercial area. Traffic rumbi. That's the plural of multiple rumpuses, right? Because I know we're going to want some buildings up here. And actually, maybe I'll start from this side. Because since I know that we want, like, some buildings overlooking the top, we can do that. And that looks kind of cool. Maybe that can then, like, curve into here. Yeah, I like that. And then this comes down, and we can get a combination of grid. I got the grid. I got the cube. I got the combination grid and cube. Not enough workers. Okay, is that because people can't get to you? Or there's literally not enough people for the jobs? I don't know. I don't know if this is a transportation issue or if it's a literal, like, population issue. Because, like, on the one hand, the city is complaining that it doesn't have enough commercial zoning, and then the commercial zones that I have are complaining that there aren't enough workers. So, like, I don't know how to fix that. I feel as though they're complaining about things that are, in theory, like, mutually exclusive. Do I just want a grid here? Maybe I just want a grid here. Maybe I just don't care and I just build a grid. Public transit? Yeah, probably. Realistically, I should. Oh, that was a mistake. Was it a mistake? That was a mistake. Oh! Oh! We have several mistakes here. Oh no. I'm not efficiently using that space. All right. Whew. Oh no! Why are you like this? Whatever. We'll leave a big space there for, like, another cool building when we get there. All right, probably don't need water through the lake, but, you know, here we are. Rhombus used to refer to a genus of flatfish? What? Okay, so freeway access gets into there. Later on, if we end up going over in this direction, what does that do for us? Look at those mountains. That's really cool looking. Wait, what are you just a giant cave? I don't know what that is. Yeah, I'm really hesitant to build more. You appear to be on fire. Wait, isn't that literally where the fire station is? How's everything on fire? Not enough workers. 9 jobs available. I don't understand. Okay, so we solved that here. So we got workers to there. All right, let's check out our transport use right now. 2,000 people. How are we doing there? That's kind of always been full. That looks pretty good. Don't think we can actually increase the budget on the red line, so it is what it is. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's check the red line, but in reverse. Yikes. Could probably add another car to that. All right, how's the blue line doing here? Blue line's pretty chill. That just gets people around downtown, and I don't know if we actually checked the downtown connector. Downtown connector actually looks pretty good there. In terms of like the number of people who it's getting picked up everywhere. If you increase land value, more people will move in. You just think there's too few people that actually support the commercial right now. It's weird though, because it looks like there's no demand for residential. Maybe that's because I overzoned. But there's like a tremendous amount of demand for commercial. So that's the part that's weird to me, is how can I simultaneously have commercial zones that are complaining while the city also requests additional commercial? Riddle me that, Batman. Maybe if we build that zoo. I've only got about 20 minutes left in today's show. I'm probably going to save the zoo for Sunday's stream, because of course Saturday is Loading Ready Live, so I won't be streaming from here this Saturday. But I do love our new suburban community that we've made down there. I think it's awesome. I like it a lot. I do want to continue to extend the suburbs all the way over that way. I'll probably end up buying this tile just so we can fill in that little gap there. Power is good. Water could use a little bit more money. Let's bump that 5%. Garbage production, we're laughing. Yeah, this is great. Oh! Garbage production is 160,000. Our garbage processing capacity is 200. I love that those numbers are actually summarized there. Garbage collection gets actually pretty good access down to there. If we wanted to, how are you overflowing? 12 out of 12 trucks in use. I should realistically make a second one of those, shouldn't I? A second waste transfer facility. That's a good call. You should put the zoo on that elephant head. No. The zoo is going to be around here, on the dolphin mouth. Yeah, the zoo is going to go into the cliffs and then follow. I don't know. I wanted the ow! I just bit my tongue a bit. I wanted the zoo gate to be like right here, but we'll make a giant zoo gate, and that'll be pretty cool. Increase land value. I guess I could have another park down here. Well, this is gonna be worth so much money if parks increase land value. Like, we're gonna have this mega zoo park down here, right? All right, what other plans do we have? So, despite our city being named Fish Gang, I still have yet to actually build more fish industry, which is kind of unfortunate, but you know, here we are. How are these all doing? I hope they're fine. Furniture, it looks like we're doing okay. It's balanced, so technically it would export anything that it would export any excess. Yeah. I never actually moved the university to this island either. Oofa. All of my goals. I mean, I think we had a very productive stream in that, you know, we've made this whole other area and extended everything and like completely reworked our garbage collection. We completely redid, oh, we didn't actually properly redo much of our subway system. Like, we extended a line over, but our grandiose goal of actually connecting our city and our industrial area to the subway line. How have I been streaming for 3.5 hours? 2.5 hours? Oh yeah, today's a shorter day. 2.5 hours, and this is all I've gotten done. That's not bad. No, I'm not going to feel bad about it. I think this actually feels pretty good. Yeah, no, this has been as productive as it needs to be. We made Dan Park, which still has 0 visitors. Does a park not have visitors if it doesn't have an entrance? Like, is that why this isn't working? Is because I haven't actually built it as a park? I don't know. I was kind of hoping that by just designating that as a park, it would just work. What's up, Gold? How do you get in something if there's no door? What? What do you mean, how do you get in something if there's no door? There's no walls either. It's wide open. Sorry, that question to me felt like the punchline at the end of The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy of the person who made an inside-out house because they just couldn't fathom how stupid everyone was, so they just like reversed it and like, I just keep everything out and it's or in or whatever. Like that's how backwards that sentence made my brain. How do you get in something that has no door? I look at something that has no walls. All right, let me try and fix this park. That'll be the last thing we work on today then. All right, so we have the beauty that is Dan's Park. We all agree that it's amazing. Walls and fences. So, do I have to wall it off? You know what? Fine. We'll go around the back too. Walking paths from the sidewalks through the park. Okay. All right, I don't want to destroy Dan's Park, so we're going to put in another save here. So now I guess I want to put in, like, I don't know, a gazebo or something. Cool, there's like a gazebo there, and I guess it's a park, so I should put like a garbage in a couple of places for these. Wait, that's a recycling bin. We'll put a recycling bin and garbage bin side by side in a couple of places here. Because it's a park, right? I guess we probably want street lights through this? Nah. How big is this fountain? Nah. Sure. There's like a kiosk here. I don't know. Water fountains are too small is my issue with them. They just don't look as exciting as I want them to look. Small main gate connects the park area to the road networks for easier access and maintenance. Main gate also allows tickets to be sold. Only one main gate per area. So, like, I guess we put this here? Congratulations! Dan Park has reached level 1. The following buildings are now available. Nature Reserve Slide Gate. Tents. Campfires. What the buh? There, it is now a park with no door. But there are ticket sales. I also like that you can access the park from 4 different directions. And it's also one of the major through roads for like the entire city. Thank you, my love. You placed a nature reserve entrance instead of a park entrance. Does it matter? Like, what actually is the difference between those? Like, I'm not going to make an amusement park or anything in here. Matters for the buildings you unlock? Yeah, but like camping and stuff is probably fine. I don't really want to build much of anything in here. View decks? Yeah, viewing decks seem great. Lean-to shelter? I'm probably not going to bring any camping in here. And I certainly don't want to make it like a... Yeah, like some... This is great. We have some signage. We can put some like benches in here. Wow, kayaks? Cool. We definitely want some outhouses in the park, right? Like, that's just courteous. All right, so how do I rotate you? Great. Okay, so like here's a couple of outhouses here for people on their hikes. We'll put a couple of outhouses over here now. Probably want to put like another gazebo in there now. Machine wall's so small. Let's put some more trees in here now as well. All right, what do you think? Is Dan Park now not stunning? Oh, you know what else we could do? Sorry, I just realized we could have some paths along the exterior here too, right? Nice little walking path there. This one can just kind of end out here. I guess I'll put like a gazebo or something at the end. It's like, why do they walk this far? Oh, you know what? No, they walk this far because there's a really cool rock. That's it. People are like, ooh. Wow, look at those rocks. Where do you think they came from? We'll never know. My city doesn't have much of a skyline? How dare you? Look at that skyline. There's a skyline. You just came in time to see park action. When in fact, The city has a very impressive skyline. I'm insulted that you can't just notice it automatically. Alright, and then people are probably going to walk this way because that's just how people... What the... How did that happen? Alright. Alright, I gotta get some trees in there now. Our park is magnificent, chat. Praise Dan. All right, now. Now, is that a park or is that a park? Maybe a little pond? I don't have a lot of experience with landscaping tools to actually make a water feature, but I think now people should be able to enjoy that, right? Needs a horse statue? Are you kidding me? And here we see a monument of Dan herself as she rode her majestic steed into battle before being outed as a space racist. Praise Dan. But who was Dan? We'll never really know. It's very important that that be centered. What about a Horus statue? I don't think I need... No, I do. I definitely do still need that power line. Alright. You need to get this game someday? You love urban planning? Every city I make, I think, is better than the previous one, which is a good feeling. I feel like I'm constantly learning at this. Are we back? Hi. Hi there. So that's a little bit embarrassing, and I wonder what this is going to do for everything. Oh God, hold on a second here. Let me turn my microphone up and everything. So my camera settings are gone. My audio settings are gone. I had to move my computer setup a little bit here so that I could make all my cables reach. And so it turns out that my knee is now within like perfect striking distance of where my power button is. And that's the first time I've ever done that before, and that's a little bit embarrassing. And we were wrapping up for the stream, and I guess I just have to find out what... Here, let's just fix my camera too. Hello. We're suddenly much closer. Hello, I'm suddenly much yellower. All right, that's a little bit better there, a little bit better there. Yeah. No, I'm still quite yellow. Ugh. Whatever. My goodness, that's color me embarrassed, chat. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you to the person who used the humble code there. So I wanted to run back. I wanted to make sure that I actually got to say a proper thank you as we probably jump off stuff here. God, that's so embarrassing. That's so embarrassing. I like a lot of people. I'm so grateful to a lot of the people in chat who are being like, oh, yo, me too. I've definitely done this before. Why isn't chat showing up? Oh, there they are. Glad it isn't worse. Yeah, we'll see how the upload of this VOD goes up onto YouTube. That just ends so abruptly, mid-sentence. Oh, you know how it goes, right, friends? Oh, that's so good. Oh yeah, like all of my bit notifications and all that stuff, they're gone. I mean, we saved fairly recently. I worry that we may have lost a lot of our park update stuff, but like we can always fix that. We can discover that together on Sunday's stream. Wonderful new feature, twice the amount of streams. I guess. That's super embarrassing. All right, well let me go straight to my outro here, because we may as well, you know. Ugh, that's so silly. That's so silly. Yeah. So that's gonna be our show today. I will be back tomorrow with a big old Surgecraft stream, working on the epic conclusion, the thrilling conclusion to the Suffix and Surge conflict. We're working on our mega combat arena of Doom, as one does. So it'll be a lot of fun. We'll be back with more. You could stitch this to the end of the VOD. I mean, that assumes that I have any ability to video edit Kyle, which I don't necessarily do, but I do know people who do. And this might be a great opportunity for me. Yeah, reminder to tell Heather about the outage. Yeah. So I am saving these locally, and maybe I could ping some friends who have some video editing to be like, help. But we'll see. You know, it's obviously a lot more difficult, all things considered, to do stuff like that right now. But you know, here we are. Yeah, tomorrow I'll be live at 11, and I don't think I have coverage at night, but like I should be able to do a pretty chill day. Generic game crate with 100 bits. Still love the stream. Thank you. Yeah. Now the reason I'm ending a little bit earlier today is tonight at 5 p.m. I'm going to be on Jackbox. So Loading Ready Run is doing another cross stream Jackbox. These shows have been super popular so far. So I'd love it if you came and hung out then again 5 o'clock, so an hour from now. So I want to have a bit of downtime. Yeah, the exact same thing happened to me last week. It was super easy to stitch the VODs together with free video editing software. Oh. We'll see how it goes. Audience participation, you say? I mean, that's what Jackbox is, which is a super fun game for that. Yeah. Thursday, I'll start at 11. I'll probably end at about 5 or 6 because at 8 p.m. I'm doing Channel Fireball coverage. And then Friday, I've got Multi-Pals. So we'll have all kinds of good times just doing whatever we do there. Took a bit of computing time, but let it run overnight. That's good to know. So we have a way to fix this. All kinds of ways to fix this. So yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for all your support. Thank you for hanging out and the subs and the bits and just being here and chatting and being wonderful friends and collaborating with me as we made this amazing city. Let's raid Gabby. We haven't raided Gabby in a long time. She's streaming some Magic right now. I like Gabby a bunch. If you've never raided with us before, when is Jackbox? 1 hour from now over at Loading Ready Run. If you never rated us, go spread some positivity. Go let somebody know that they are appreciated. Thank you so much for watching. Apologies for that ridiculous little technical blip at the end. You're all wonderful, and I'll see you tomorrow. Until next time, ciao.